You can see this. I wish you a happy, I wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's shamrock and row and be prepared in case of any disasters. Let's sham, rock, and row. Is that not the weirdest thing, you all? There'll be 0 lux given today. Get prepared in case of an emergency. Wow, did anybody else get one? This looks rather strange too. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Don't depend on the luck of the Irish to protect you from a home fire. The fire administration. So this is the Oregon FEMA. 4-leaf clovers, leprechauns, and rainbows won't help you prepare for disasters this St. Patrick's Day. So as spring approaches, so does hurricanes. These are weird. It is weird. It has a very odd feeling, an odd energy associated with it, an interdimensional energy. But I wanted to share this with you before the night slips by.
Delta Force and other units of the Armed Forces Special Operations Community brazenly seized a major deep state stronghold that was home to the criminal Biden regime's Gestapo police force. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, and its not-so-secret headquarters in Virginia. The cornerstone of FEMA's secret world sits nestled in the sprawling Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, less than 50 miles from Washington. It has served as the shadow government's primary emergency hideaway since the 1950s. Beneath the mountain lays a sprawling labyrinth of tunnels, corridors, and chambers, from where the deep state plotted to enslave law-abiding American citizens. It includes all the amenities and life support systems of a top-of-the-line bunker. Helicopter landing pads and a sewage treatment plant crowned the mountain, but underneath was where the real facility existed, with underground reservoirs for both drinking water and cooling needs, diesel generators, a hospital, radio and television broadcast facilities, cafeterias, and its own fire department and police force. Some 800 blue mesh hammocks sat ready for evacuated personnel, who would sleep in shifts throughout the day. Plastic flowers dotted the tables in the cafeteria. Behind its 13-ton blast doors, a labyrinth of twisting corridors descended to the depths of the earth. The bunker was designed to shelter hundreds of officials for up to 5 years. The facility's kitchens were prepared to serve 3,000 meals/day, and their walk-in freezers doubled as a morgue, frozen veggies and cadavers shelved side by side. Mount Weather is also home to the nation's primary emergency broadcast system, or EBS transmitter, a computer network capable of interrupting every type of communication, from cellular phones, to cable television, to internet backbones. In essence, the national EBS is a more powerful and sophisticated version of emergency transmitters such as the Amber Alert system, and the emergency messaging system used by the National Weather Service. Seizing control of the EBS was Delta Force's primary objective, a high-ranking military source told RRN. Although he refused to provide specific operational details, he did say that a Delta Force operator under deep cover had infiltrated FEMA's ranks, in a year-long undercover assignment, that ended with him insinuating himself into the FEMA hierarchy, and befriending regional supervisors. He eventually reached a position that gave him access to the blast doors, Mount Weather's only means of ingress. He did not, however, have access to the EBS, which sits in a room behind doors that require both fingerprint and retinal scans to enter. While undercover, he learned that one FEMA agent on site always has access to the EBS, just in case. On a normal day there's damn near 100 agents at weather, but he also learned FEMA was planning a training seminar in Louisiana, and most staff were there, leaving only a skeleton crew of 20 agents to guard the mountain. He was able to open the blast doors to let Delta Force in, our source said. On Tuesday 15th of March, an unknown number of Delta Force operators and U.S. Army soldiers from the 75th Ranger Regiment stormed Mount Weather and met resistance almost immediately after penetrating the subsurface. A blazing gunfight ensued, with FEMA agents drawing their sidearms and emptying the magazines. But Delta Force had taken cover and returned fire, killing 6 agents within mere seconds. The operators assumed whoever had access to the EBS would not take part in the firefight. Fortunately, they were correct, our source said. Outgunned, as they were caught by surprise, and unable to reach Mount Weather's armory of assault rifles, FEMA surrendered after suffering 12 fatalities. 2 Delta Force were shot, but their injuries are not life-threatening, our source said. One by one Delta Force operators grabbed the surviving FEMA agents, and compelled them to place their thumbs and eyes against the scanners protecting the EBS room. Eventually, one agent's thumb and eye opened the door, the gateway to what the military has called a high-value target. Meanwhile, a company of elite soldiers, we have been asked not to reveal the branch or unit, descended on Mount Weather, by air and by land, rappelling from hovering helicopters, and dismounting from a dozen Hummers, after receiving word that the operation was a success. In all, 150 U.S. soldiers loyal to the White Hat movement secured Mount Weather, changed access codes, and sealed the blast doors. When FEMA returned, agents found themselves in a helpless quandary. The military now controls the mountain. The doors are impregnable. This mission was a long time in the making, and now we control the EBS. Stay tuned. A message may be coming very soon, our source said.